Hello, hello, welcome. I am so excited for this quick Q&A chat about the Skybound Sampler blanket. If you have any questions, please drop them in the chat and I will start talking about the blanket and sharing all the questions I had through emails so that you guys get all the information. So the Crochet-Along starts May 28th. You can already sign up and you will get access to all the details, like what materials you need, how to get ready, when's what happening. Every Wednesday from May 28th to July 23rd, there's going to be a new section. So if you look at the blanket, which I have here, it's big, so it takes a lot of room. It has a lot of different sections. If I show you the right side, it's going to be better. So like this is section 1. So we'll work one section at a time. All sections have like different heights. This has a very strategic purpose, so you do not have to worry about your gauge height-wise. You only have to look at your gauge for the width. So that's going to make your life easier, and it also gives like a modern, more flexible look to the blanket, which I like. So each stripe is divided with like a common divider section, which is this off-white, very slightly pink, like blush pink stripe here. That's about 2 to 3 centimeters wide. In the blanket, we will give you all of the stitch repeats for every section, and also like the overall blanket stitch repeat, so that you can decide if you want to make it wider, if you want to make it narrower. For the length, you just decide on skipping sections. That's the easy way to change the length. Or like if you want to make it longer for some reason, you can just like redo one of the sections or something like that. But that way you can either make a smaller blanket. I'm also giving you instructions to make it like a classic lapcan size, which is around 40 by 50 inches. The throw size, which is the full size, is 53 by 63 inches. Trying to think of all the things I need to tell you. There's a lot, and then when I have to start talking, I don't remember any of it. It's all written down. You get all the information once you sign up, for sure. But when you have to just like come up with all of it, sometimes it's confusing. Not confusing, but like hard to remember what you wanted to say. Anyway, now what's a crochet-along? Let's start there, because I know a lot of you have never done one. And might be wondering like, okay, what is this strange thing? Like, how involved is it? Like, what should I expect? How much work is this gonna be? So basically, a crochet-along is just when a lot of different knitters or crocheters come together and knit and work or crochet on the same project. So what that means is we're just all gonna work on this blanket together at the same time. We're not like physically going to jump on a call together, but everyone is working like within a week on the stripe at their own pace at home. And that way, if you have any question, you get stuck anywhere, you can reach out to the Facebook group and ask any questions. I'm in there. Michelle, my awesome community manager, is in there too. But also like a lot of other knitters who would give you advice, give you like answers to your problems, but also like if you're thinking about color choices, or if you want to swap something out, or if you just want to share your progress, things like that. That's what the Facebook group is for. And the beauty of it is not only do you get support, but you also, this is also helping you actually like finishing the blanket and like stay on track and like try to keep up. Like there's no punishment or anything like negative going to happen if you don't finish by week 9, but we try to do it so that you have all the encouragement and all the support you need to make sure you don't like drop it and get distracted by something else. So Patty's asking, explain about the HDC, so the half double crochet. I'm not sure what you want me to explain about that. It's a stitch. It's a very simple stitch. It's one of the basic stitches. It's featured in the blanket, in the stripes, like in the divider stripes and in the edges, but it's also shown like with video tutorials. So each section comes with a step-by-step photo tutorial for any of the stitches and a video tutorial for right-handed and left-handed for each section. That goes over like the overall structure and construction of the section, and then like how to make the specific stitches and any repeats and anything you need to know. Those will be available here on the YouTube channel, and they'll be also on my website with the written pattern, and they stay up forever. So like it's not because you missed 1 week that like you missed the tutorial information. You do have the opportunity to upgrade to the Journey Pass, which is like a portal where you have like all the videos ad-free, like everything's in there in one place. So the pattern called for half DC, but it says double crochet. Yeah, so that's like a small typo that we are working on fixing. The whole pattern is like 150, 60 pages, something. I don't know how many pages, a lot of pages. So like small typos can tend to come in. I had my tech editor work over it twice, and I did so myself too. But apparently we still missed something. So if there's anything that's like not making obvious sense, ask us in the Facebook group, and hopefully there won't be any other typos, but I can't give you a guarantee, although I did try my best not to have any, as usual, but they tend to be very sneaky. Are the sessions each week on Facebook Live? No. So the session, there's no like sessions. The pattern releases on Wednesday morning at 8 a.m. I will email you with the link to the pattern page, which has the video and a link to the video tutorial. And then you can go ahead and like watch that anytime you want, and work on your blanket when you want. I do recommend that you try to like make it a habit to jump on it as soon as it's released, so that you don't leave it for the end of the week and then something comes up and then you're late. Once you start being late on the project, I've noticed that it's much easier to like be late for another week and then skip another week and then like not finish the blanket, which I just want to help you finish it. Like it's not pressure or anything. It's just trying to be helpful. If you make it a priority to work on this first, as soon as the pattern releases, then as soon as you're done, you jump to your other project until Wednesday hits again, and then it's time for a new section. Although they have different heights, they tend to work out the same time, because like the higher sections are a lot of double crochet and like open stitches, which work up fast. The narrower sections are denser. So I was saying something, but I got distracted. That tends to happen a lot with me, which is why I pre-record my videos so that I can edit any of my getting distracted out and give you only the content you actually need. So yeah, a crochet-along, it's a lot of fun. It's just like making the same project with other people, seeing the colors they chose, seeing how they chose to adjust, what they chose to change compared to the pattern. That's like super inspiring and super fun. So even if you don't want to like crochet the actual blanket right now, you can still join us and like see all the updates and see what everyone's doing just for inspiration. We won't like kick you out if you're not crocheting, don't worry. Yeah, I was talking about the Journey Pass. So the Journey Pass is like the upgrade where you can have like ad-free access to everything in the crochet-along. So you'll get all the videos in a portal. You get my ebook, like the PDF pattern that you can like all print out and take notes and have on your laptop or use however you like to use PDF patterns. Patty is asking, I think that's what I don't quite understand. How will we be able to see what others are doing? So in the Facebook group we're using for the event is my Make with Yarn Facebook group. And that's where everyone's going to post. I think they already started posting like what yarn they're using and show like, okay, I finished this section. This is what my blanket looks like so far. Or I'm hesitating between this color and this color next. What do you guys think? And those kind of things. So that we can all pitch in and like help each other make their blankets better. So it's a free Facebook group. Everyone can join. And then if you sign up for the event, you'll get all the emails that give you like a notification every time there's a new section released, and easier to navigate the event, basically. Yeah, and the Journey Pass is your option if you want to like not have to go to any links or wait for any emails or like find section by section. You get everything in one place right when you purchase it, and you're good to go. So if you know you don't want to do it right now and you're gonna make this blanket later, that might be a very easy option for you. Or if you just want to have an easier access to everything, that's an option. But it's gonna be fun. I'm excited. Can't wait to see everyone's colors. We did put together, so for this blanket, I worked with Wool of the Andes from We Crochet, and I worked with 4 of their colors. And we did put together a few kit options. So if you want either the same colors I used, or if you want other colors that we put together, and made sure that was like a beautiful palette that was easy for you. We do have a few, 4, sorry, can't talk, 4 color options for you to choose from. And I'm trying to share the link to the kits. So that is an affiliate link from me. So that just means I'm getting a commission if you purchase through that link, but it doesn't cost you anything more. And it's just an opportunity for you to get like easy color choices. But of course, you can make the blanket with any yarn you want. I do recommend you use worsted weight yarn. Otherwise, your blanket size is going to be very big or very small. It's a light worsted, not like a heavy worsted. So if you hesitate between like going to chunky or DK, I would go for DK. You can always make a swatch and see how your gauge is compared to like the pattern gauge. I'm giving the overall pattern gauge at the beginning of the project so that you can see if you need to go up a hook size or down. And then what we do is, because every section has a different gauge because it's a different stitch, I don't want you to have to make a gauge swatch every time, because no one wants to do that and no one is going to do that. So what we do is we make one gauge swatch at the beginning so that we define what size hook is our base hook. And then for every section, I'll tell you like go up a hook size or go down or use the base hook. And that way, if your base hook is different from mine, you can still easily adjust to what you need so that your blanket stays straight on the edges and has like the same width everywhere. And as we said, like the height doesn't matter as much because sections have different heights. So if it's like a centimeter off, no one will know. Isn't that awesome? If you get the journey pass, does it ever expire? No, as long as my business exists. So ever is a very, very big word that I'm like legally very hard to use. But basically, no, you always have access. And I am not planning to close my business anytime soon or make any of it disappear. So yeah, it's forever, but I can't say forever. Yeah, I hope that answers the question. Thinking, is there something else I should be telling you guys? It's going to be fun. You should join us. Obviously, like if you decide to join and then decide it's not for you, or like life got up and you have to quit the crochet-along, you can always jump out. Like it's not like a huge commitment. I'm not like making you sign a contract that you're going to make this blanket and finish it. That's not the purpose at all. The whole goal for me when I started designing this and like started planning this event was just to help you guys learn more stitches outside of single and double crochets, and to make an awesome blanket at the same time that you would be able to gift or use for yourself or any of that. The Facebook group, I can share it again. It's in the chat. I haven't put that in the journey pass, which makes sense that maybe I should add it, which I will take note of. Thank you. But here is the Facebook group, and you should also have like any emails from the event itself are going to have the link to the Facebook group. But I just put it in the chat, the one you want to join to be joining us. We talked about gauge. We talked about, we can talk about colors. We haven't talked about colors yet. So the blanket is designed with 4 colors. So I just used like a mustard yellow, a lighter ice blue, a darker, I think this one is called Fjord and this one icicle, but like a darker jeans blue, and then like a beige, off-white, very slight dusty pink. But you can use more or less colors because we have 8 sections and a divider in between section and then a border. You can technically use up to 17 colors. Don't recommend 17. I like to keep my divider the same color everywhere so that it really like brings the blanket together. So I would say like up to 9 colors would be beautiful. Another way you can do it is have like all the sections be the same color and then like have each divider be a different color. If you have like smaller scraps that you want to use up, that's an option. The pattern will give you yarn quantities for each section so that you can work from your stash and see what you have and like which color you could be using for which section and so on. So don't worry, I am giving you all of those details from the get-go so you can plan before we dive in on the 28th. Unless you guys have more questions, I think that's all I wanted to share. I look very much forward doing this with you guys. And if you have any questions, you know how to reach me. You can always email me, ask in the Facebook group, or reply to any of my emails. That's probably the easiest way to get me. I just remembered someone had a question via email that I haven't answered yet. So she's working on a knit blanket that's made out of squares. And she's usually a one project person at a time. And she was asking, like, should I stop my knit blanket to join this or not? So what I would say is, if you really struggle with having 2 projects at a time, probably. But otherwise, if you're going to do this like and follow the crochet along, each section shouldn't take you a full week to crochet, depending on how much you crochet and how fast. You should be able to finish in just like a couple of days. So I would like every Wednesday, jump to the blanket, do your section, and then you can go back to your knit squares, make a few squares until the next section releases. So you can like switch from one to the other without having to pause your knit blanket completely. But it really depends on how fast, like how much time it takes you to crochet. And that's like a very personal thing. I would probably finish each section in less than a day, but I crochet a lot, as you guys know. So I'm giving everyone a week, which I think is, from experience, it's a good balance between like giving you too much time and then you switch to something else, or not enough time and then you're dropping off and like it's too fast and you can't catch up. A lot of those crochet alongs are done with 2 sections every week, but I think that's too much to be able to have the biggest majority of people join and like and stay on track. It's also spring, so I know there's a lot of other things to do, although we love our yarn. So it's a very, I hope this answers your question. Well, thank you everyone for joining me, and I look forward to doing this crochet along with you guys. Have a great rest of your day.